Louisiana, a land of many plantations, not away, splendor built on suffering. Here is my story of the past we don't hear much about.
White columns rise like ancient ghosts from the banks of the Mississippi. This is Nottoway, the largest antebellum plantation home in the South, a symbol of wealth, a monument to a time romanticized by some, but built upon the suffering of many. In 1859, John Hampton Randolph completed his dream home, 64 rooms, 22 massive columns, white Italian marble fireplaces, and even indoor plumbing, rare for its time. He called it a home for generations, but it was more than that. It was a symbol of dominance, pride, and power. He quotes, "We spared no expense. This house must stand long after I'm gone." John H. Randolph. People traveling through were amazed at one of the largest plantations in America. Randolph was a sugarcane baron, but it wasn't sugar that built this house. It was the labor of over 150 enslaved African Americans. The slaves were up before the sun rose. They were already awake. Men, women, and children, some no older than 10, walked barefoot to the sugar fields. Their names are not in the mansion's tour books, but their hands are in every brick, every beam. We worked from dark to dark. The only rest we got was Sunday, if the master pleased, quoted one of the former enslaved person of Louisiana. When the Civil War came, John Randolph feared the Union Army would burn Nottoway to the ground. But the mansion was spared. Some say he flew a Union flag for protection. After emancipation, the plantation system collapsed. But the house remained, towering, unchanged, while the lives it exploited were left in ruins. The house came under attack during the Civil War, but was spared when a Union officer realized he had stayed there. 3 Randolph sons fought for the Confederacy, and one died at Vicksburg. Another was disowned for running off with the daughter of a slave. One Randolph daughter married a Yankee. Another never married, despite etching her name in one of the windows with a diamond ring, a custom of the betrothed. Quote, Randolph's letter, 1866. "The war has brought ruin upon us. My fields lie fallow, and the house is quiet." Today, tourists come to admire Nottoway's grandeur, to marvel at its columns, its symmetry, its southern charm. But a deeper truth lies beneath the polished floors. It is the story of resilience, of stolen lives, of beauty forged in bondage. The Randolphs themselves were wary of ghosts. In their white ballroom, my guide lifted a delicate German porcelain keyhole cover, designed, he said, to prevent spirits from traveling room to room. He said the woman in the photo in room 14 was Nottoway's last occupant owner, Odessa Owen. When she sold the house to be turned into a resort in 1980, Miss Odessa stipulated that she be allowed to spend the rest of her days there. She was beloved by the staff, whom she visited at the gift shop until the day she died, in room 14. While most of the documented ghost stories at Nottoway Plantation focus on the main house, particularly room 14 and the ballroom, there's no specific information available about ghost sightings or paranormal activity reported in the surrounding fields. Although Nottoway Plantation is not the most haunted place in Louisiana, it has some reports of ghostly activity. The ghost of a former slave, who served as a coachman, is reportedly seen on the plantation. People have also heard bells ringing, which is attributed to the coachman. Professional ghost hunters, the Louisiana Spirits paranormal investigators, visited and came away with a few EVP recordings. They heard the ringing of the bell and experienced some other odd experiences. Today, Nottoway Resort, a LA4 Diamond property, and a member of Historic Hotels of America, is the home of the South's largest existing antebellum mansion, completed in 1859 and now stunningly restored to her days of glory. But now just a few days ago since burning down to the ground, it's only a memory of the past. They came in white gowns and tuxedos, danced under chandeliers that once cast their glow over the faces of the enslaved. They toasted love and sipped champagne in the rooms where others had lived in chains. They walked the halls hand in hand and never once asked who had built them. But memory is patient, and bricks remember, and wood, no matter how polished, still weeps beneath the lacquer. Nottoway is gone now, swallowed by fire, not a punishment, but a reckoning. For some, it was a venue. For others, it was a prison. Let it be said, the flowers may have covered the past, but the ashes do not forget.